Hey guys, welcome back to Extra Life Gaming. I'm your host Chris, and today we're going to be talking about some interesting news on Nintendo's brand new sort of partnership with DNA's and their new membership program for, pretty much everything. We're also going to talk about Sony with their VR and what they're going to be planning with that, and a couple of games they showed off at this year's Paris Expo. So, first things first. Nintendo dropped a big bombshell yesterday with their brand new membership program. It's being entitled My Nintendo, also replacing Club Nintendo. The one that's going to be on consoles is called My Nintendo Account, called Nintendo Account. Sorry, and pretty much it's for your next gen system, as in your next gen Nintendo system, PC, console, smartphone, tablets, and obviously they're handheld. So that's actually quite interesting. My Nintendo account is actually the new Club Nintendo, but it will be sort of linked in with the Nintendo account system. According to new stuff about the system, is that you'll be able to earn points by playing video games, which is pretty interesting. What I've heard so far is that when you're earning points, you can sell those points to either get DLC, games, exclusive items, and pretty much everything that Club Nintendo gave you, apart from the DLC and games. Well, I think so anyway. And it's actually really, really good. Apparently, you can log in with your Facebook, your Twitter, or your Google account. So it seems that they are hinting towards the maybe YouTube integration. So like you could stream your Nintendo games straight to your account, which would be pretty interesting. Next thing they also revealed was their brand new their first ever mobile game called Mi Tomo, which is pretty much think about Tomodachi Life mixed with a sort of your bog standard free to play chat room thing, but with Mii's. It seems pretty interesting. I don't think I'll be the one testing it out anytime soon, but apparently it's being delayed until next year, along with the new membership program, which will hit in March of next year. So that was pretty much the roundup for Nintendo, and to sort of end it on this note, Miyamoto stated that Nintendo now actually wants to aggressively be using their IPs next generation. Meaning, expect new IPs on the NX frequently, rather than, here and there, like Splatoon there and Wonderful 101 over there. But expect a lot more new IPs, as well as also, as he said, the first example is Amiibos. So, expect a lot of Amiibo games coming to NX. Now, on to the topic of Sony. Wow, they had a great expo in Paris. It's in sort of like this Paris Expo, and my goodness, Sony really did a lot of cool things. First things first, they showed off their new project by Media Molecule called Dreams, and oh my goodness, it is amazing looking. I mean, it's something that people can't seem to get their heads around because they don't know what it is. Is it a game? Is it a game maker in sort of ways? So I actually think that it's really basically think of Little Big Planet, but you're able to create 3D worlds rather than 2D worlds. They also showed up some Uncharted 4 multiplayer, which I'll get to near the end of this video, and pretty much they showed off a new Gran Turismo called Gran Turismo Sports, where a little girl seems to be very enthusiastic about the game. Very enthusiastic. David Cage also announced his new game called Detroit, which, to be fair, I'm not that interested in because I never liked his games. Sorry, any fans. You can like it, but me, on the other hand, I don't like it. Horizon Zero Dawn got new gameplay, and it looks pretty fantastic. And I think that's about it. That covers it. Oh, and Sony showed off a new Until Dawn game, which is like a theme park ride for Sony VR. They showed off more rigs, and they showed off something to do with tightrope walking. Oh, and Gravity Rush 2 and Tekken 7 are coming to PS4. So that'll be fun. So, this last bit here is actually sort of hit or miss news, sort of like mixed, because to be honest, I wasn't a fan of the series. Uncharted 4 is set to play at 900p at 60 frames per second. A lot of fans are sort of getting up in arms about this. Some fans are sort of defending it, saying that sort of like, oh, it doesn't matter, it's Uncharted, at least the gameplay's smooth and all this. Me, on the other hand, I'm 50-50. To be honest, I think they should just make the single player 900p as well. If the multiplayer can't run in 1080p and they want the campaign to run at 30, nobody likes playing at 30 frames per second even in the single player. I don't, but that's just me. I just don't like playing at 30 frames in single player. But yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions, and that's all the news I got for you today. Tune in next week for some more news, and I hope to see you guys soon. Have a good day.